Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Mercury and Venus moving into Cancer today. We also have the moon moving into Scorpio this morning as well. And that is a lot of water. So, Mercury being the planet of communication, Venus being the planet of love and beauty, how we love and want to be loved, how we communicate, what that style is, and how we'd like others to communicate with us. And then, addition, with that moon being in the very depths of the deep sign of Scorpio, that's kind of like a dig deep to figure out who and what is deserving of our attention and to let go of all else. Okay. So that's what we're going to look at today. We're going to look at this week as we move into that full moon in Capricorn as well. So we'll just see where we go today. Now we are on today the path of protection. It is a life path 4 day, and let me just get special messages for life path fours today. So, life path fours are very organized, they're methodical, they're dedicated, practical, hardworking. And also, I made a couple other notes here. Their goal this lifetime, incarnating on path four, would be to balance their inner and outer self because they have an emotional body, a mental body, and a physical body. That one wanted to come. Okay. Canary spirit, sing your own song. Um, they tend to let that part get off balance because of the outer world, right? Let's see, they value stability and honestly, and honesty in lieu of game playing. And as I say that, our dog is there. Be loyal to what you love. Now, of course, if life path fours are out of balance, then they will not merit those positive traits. That is the number of 19 there for that dog, and the canary, the yellow canary with the king's crown, and it is singing on a flute. How cute is that? It's a number 12. Okay, so life path fours, canary spirit, dog spirit. Now, as I was saying, they value stability and honesty in lieu of game playing and keeping it casual. Okay. But again, if they are in a lower vibration, then just as easily as anybody else can lie and manipulate with the best of them. So let's see. Their goal is to tap into their higher vision and purpose. And what was the other cool thing? Prefer the routine, the structure, and they won't rest until those goals are reached. But as I was saying, if we are doing too much of that outside of ourselves rather than within, okay, into that emotional, mental, and physical being rather than just the outside of the house, right? Then things can quickly go a little helter skelter there. Now, some of if you know any life path fours, everybody has a shadow side, so they can be rigid, unwilling to embrace change, can be a bit blunt, and maybe lack a little tact at times. And the one that probably hurts them the most is their impossibly high standards, being risk averse. Okay. And they can take themselves way too seriously. So, life path fours, make sure you're having some fun. Okay. Now, that is the energy. Can we please, we had Mercury squaring Neptune there at 29 degrees. And we're seeing if we pass the exam of with that Mercury communication, thinking, knowing. I have the Ace of Swords there. Neptune's all about dreams, illusion, and delusion. So we want to see if We are able to separate fact from fiction, especially at being at 29 degrees. And those two planets were squaring up. So that means we learn lessons, through trials that sometimes are not so fun. So we learn through friction, right? So if you have not yet been shown what those illusions are, I would expect by the Lionsgate portal at 8/8, when we finally move into the next sign, that those will easily reveal themselves. Okay, so Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. So I was talking about that with the Scorpio energy, a deep dive. That's a beautiful card there. She looks like a little princess. And I did see birds scrying, several birds, as I was scrying for extra messages for you all today. That is a 60 card. And I see with the 6, we have the balance of body, mind, and spirit on either side of that 6. So it's a 3 and 3 for each side. Also, 6 of Cups energy, the Lover's energy of the major arcana. Okay, let's get one more here for the Ace of Pentacles. And I'm going to look at that because today is key astrology. We have Mercury also conjoining. So instead of a square and learning through opposition, conjoining is either a good thing or a bad thing, depending if those two planets get along or not. So think about kind of having a house party and, your friend, you're really good friends with someone, but then they bring somebody that you never met, or maybe another acquaintance that you don't really care for. They're still at your house, so you never know until you mix those energies, right? So that would be the key astrology. Again, Mercury, planet of communication. How you can pull in love because it's convening. It's coming over to Venus's house to talk about love. If you do not have that yet, and there's the number 2, so couplehood, think of your favorite love song. Okay. And you can sing that song out loud, and that way you can be in that energy of having exactly what you want. So, antelope spirit, life is speeding up. Boy, isn't that the truth. So, this goes out to Friday, and that's going to be the full moon in Capricorn. Very earthy energy there. That's really interesting. And then we have the Ace of Arrows, which is swords with the swan, the loyalty with the dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love, what deserves your attention, what does not. The canary spirit, sing your own song. And we have Venus and Mercury, sing your own song, communicate, moving into the sign of motherly Cancer today. So we've got cups, wands, arrows, coins, or better known as cups, staves, or wands, swords, and pentacles. Bottom of the deck for everyone, giraffe spirit. I just picked that in a little pick-a card reading the other night. Giraffe spirit. See the big picture. It's a 29, and that is a number 11 card, okay, because it's a 29. My song today was one I haven't gotten before. It was Turn the Page by Bob Seger. And the year that it was released happened to be the year of my birthday. So that was recorded in 1972. All right, next we're going to go ahead and see what's up with each element. I'm going to ask what's going on for water, fire, earth, and air signs, just so I can get some context as far as what deserves your attention and what does not, because that Scorpio moon's asking us to dive deep here and really come into alignment, coming back into balance, especially before we have life starting to speed up with that antelope spirit. Full moon in Capricorn is also a time of water, please. Oh, all three, I think. All four. Cool. Full moon in Capricorn is the end of a tough cycle. So if you think about something you may have wished for or something that started this past January when the new moon was in Capricorn, the new wishes we put out and project what we want into the universe. This is the time that they come through to us. Water signs, we've got a man holding a coin, that's number 43 or a 7. Fire signs, anxiety, that is a number 18 card or a 9. So, water signs, man holding a coin with 43 being a 7. This is something that is divinely guided. Fire signs, anxiety, that is an 18 or a 9. There's also a storm kind of approaching there in the background. We'll see what that's all about, what that storm here is approaching. Okay, and then earth signs. Look at you, door to romance. And we've got a double 33. Now, today, with the astrology, we had Venus moving into Cancer at 2:20 a.m. here in on the Eastern Standard Time, and 22s are all about it's the master architect. 11, 22, and 33 are all master numbers. So 33 would kind of be reminiscent of the mutable signs. 22 would be fixed signs. 11 would represent the cardinals that get the job out, have the idea, put it in action. The 22s are the fixed signs that do the labor and do the work. 33s are kind of like the punch list people, the decorators. They come in through and making everything look nice. So door to romance there for earth signs. And adjacent possibilities, a 33, so that's a 6. So again, matching up here with the third card out. That number 6 is coming through. And then air signs, we have adjacent possibilities. And I love that this is a lavender door there because it reminds me of the violet flame of the third eye. And that indeed is a very airy light space. Okay, so if we're kind of up in the brain and thinking there's only two options, life is going to be speeding up, and that may just take you down in a direction, especially if it's an end of a cycle approaching. Be bold and make the first move. It might just not be those two options. You know, there are way more than one option. At the bottom of the deck for everyone, door to spirit. Also, that was a 24 card, another number 6. So 32, door to spirit. There is the dove of peace, another bird. And I also saw in my scrying to meditate on this reading a microphone and then like crowds of people. So we'll see if that comes out anywhere. But yeah, 3 or 4 birds. There was a lot of them. So this, the dove of peace and tranquility here coming in for us, and especially if we're working on figuring out, diving deep, what does and does not deserve our attention. Okay, underneath that, I had this come with my personal reading, the orange sacral chakra, and that is going to be another reading I'll be doing based on Black Moon Lilith, because today she's squaring 3 different planets, trining 2, and opposing another. So Lilith be on the warpath, and she's at 28 degrees. When anything hits the 29 degree, remember that's an anaretic degree, and it's master test time. And if we don't pass it, the universe is going to make sure that we get through it either way. So you get to decide though under that 36. So we've got 5, 9, and there's that 11. So is that 2 11s for us then? Where did I see that? 29 is an 11. They're both on the bottom of the deck. So that's environmental energy. Could have a new soulmate come in here, tribe, especially if this action here, this balance card of the yin and the yang, if one person is just moving slow as a snail, the other person's ready to go. You done all you can do. Yep, it's 17. That's in 8 years, what we're in now. You done all you can do. But what choice do you have? You can either pick up the pace and come, or I'm heading out either way. So that's what that is screaming there. Now let's go into the tarot. See what we have here. Now, this is a huge deck, but it is beautiful, so I ain't mad at it. Wow. Okay, well, speaking of the moon and speaking of changes, the moon is, this is this coyote here digging in the trash. Clearly, the trash can is empty. And this is all about, and there's a full moon there too, hot diggity. This is all about trying to see what you want to see rather than what's actually there. And like, I'm going to keep digging in that empty trash can, even though I know it's empty, because maybe the food will appear. So that is about accepting what is. We are in the time of that 29 degrees with the Neptune. That is literally what is the truth versus the illusion. Okay. And we had that squaring today. So again, I already said it, but it looks like some truth is going to be revealed here. 18 and 18 fire signs matching up here with that storm coming. Truth's about to be revealed of some kind here coming up on Friday's full moon. Okay, well, I wasn't quite done shuffling yet. I have to kind of split it up here just to get my hands wrapped around this deck. Tell me what you did in the comments this weekend, everybody. What you got? Anybody get up to anything fun? I hope so. It was a fantastically beautiful weekend here. I got to hang with friends. I got to get some chores taken care of, and I got a new setup. So if you'll notice, I have a new camera set up here. So hopefully we've got a better sound quality, better picture. There's that Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Master Architect, if we take June 17th, 2024, we do get the number 22. And further, 2 plus 2 is 4. That is the card of the Emperor, the card of leadership. Okay, and then its sister card would be death and transition, which I should have saw that or actually stated it. Maybe it's on the video when I picked up the deck. So, oh, I love the little bees and the world card. Yeah, something feels like it's coming to a conclusion here, guys. The end of a tough cycle approaches. All right, let's cut the deck. And normally I don't. 5 of Wands, the end of a tough cycle. So 5 of Wands is jealousy, strife, competition, someone trying to kind of hog the limelight, someone trying to kind of hog the limelight, trying to build this dam, right? And every time this poor little otter gets another stick put in, that water comes up and just brushes it away, right? So it's kind of like 2 steps forward, 2 steps forward, 5 steps back kind of energy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 would be fixed fire energy, anxiety there, definitely with jealousy, strife, and competition for sure. All right, Queen of Wands, speaking of fire, coming out strong here, Aries energy. So, what are we building here? Queen of Wands is the master architect, and it looks like this crow could be given the poor old otter, those sticks that he needs. And there's loyalty here associated with this lioness. Also a crown. So now we have 2 crowns, and we do have Venus. So Venus is the goddess of love and beauty. She is all 4 of the queens. So she is all of the suits. So being under our Ace of Cups column, Moon in Scorpio, hold your vision here. Hold your vision. What you want to manifest is what you need to focus on. Okay. So if you are trying to manifest something new right now, then I'm talking to y'all. All right, we're going to stick the theme card, which is that full moon when things are hidden from view. And Neptune, oof, squaring communication, somebody might be hiding something. Let's see what else is here. Yep, Five of Cups here. Here's some regret. And we do have that death head moth. This is focusing on, and see how the energies of this dog, the color of that, and then of the moth, those browns and yellows there. And they each have something that's really succinct about them, right? Okay, I have the new camera. I am not used to the flip. So this is the skull right there. Was made famous. What's the movie? Hello, Clarice. Silence of the Lambs. So Five of Cups is about focusing on what has been lost rather than what there still is to be gained, which is the number two, the Two of Cups, which would be equal partnership of any kind, depending on what kind of partnership it is. But there's two partners and they're both equal. So this is asking us here, be loyal to what you love. Remember that the question was, what deserves your attention and what does not? So, what does not deserve our attention is focusing on the loss, the regret, the sorrow, because what those cups were already broken. It's like kind of no use crying over spilt milk kind of energy. Okay, and maybe that's hidden still in the moon. Maybe what exactly happened is still hidden, or the fact that someone is upset about it is still hidden. All right, King of Swords would be our opportunity energy, Swan Spirit, and we're underneath the Ace of Swords. So, what illusion might come to light? And here we have the King of Swords going, I see it. So owls have super sharp vision. They have that head that turns almost all the way around. They can see at night. And now we're bookending here a king and a queen. And they both have the same crescent moon. Interesting. It's dark on the left and light on the right. So we're turning on the light toward the full moon. So this may even come about too by July's full moon. Interestingly enough, both of them are in Capricorn. This Friday's is at 1 degree. So you might want to look at your chart for 1 degree Capricorn to see where the end of a tough cycle is going to be located, what life area. And then next month on the 21st of July, we skip right over Aquarius. Sorry, Aquarius, you don't get a full moon this year. We had the leap year this year, so we're kind of off a day. So we're at 29 degrees, that anaretic degree in Capricorn. To me, it feels like what you didn't get accomplished or what didn't come to a conclusion by this Friday, it's like you have another month to kind of dip down on a baby coaster to get to the top. So it's a double coaster because I always teach that the top of the coasters are the full moons and you get to kind of like double dip. Okay, so what was not completed on your own terms at that 1 degree of self, first house of self, it's 1 degree, 7 minutes. And what was not balanced, 1 plus 7 is 8. What was not balanced by you will be done for you because the 29, the 11 is the test. And if you don't pass it, that's when the universe likes to shove us off the proverbial high dive instead of choosing ourselves to go off. So I said before the cards were even out, felt like something was going to be revealed here. Somebody that has been looking in an empty trash can. There ain't nothing to eat in there, guys. You've already, how many times do we go in the kitchen and look in the refrigerator for something to eat? And it's like, yep, still the same fridge, still the same stuff that's in there. So in the recent past here, this Queen of Wands energy was in recovery. So Queen of Wands again is very creative. They are a great manifester. So with her having all the sunflowers indicative of loyalty around her, and then a little bit of that air energy with the bird. Four of Swords indicates that there were three swords to heal from. Three swords is the worst pain in the heart that you can experience as a human. And doesn't always have to be about love. I think I told you guys when Broody passed, I was getting three swords like crazy. It's absolutely heartbreaking. So when this time of rest is over, he's going to grab that sword of truth right underneath him, right underneath hams, and he's done healing and recovering. So doesn't matter male or female, Queen of Wands energy is still, again, someone very creative, someone very vivacious, someone that wants to sing their song, right? Has no problem doing that, taking leadership. So it may be, since we're asking here about Venus and Mercury moving into the sign of Cancer, it may be they're healing their own heart. The Queen of Cups representing Cancer is about filling back up your own heart's cup rather than overgiving, which as moms we can certainly do. Now, with this, I'm being pulled over here to the curtains of red anxiety, kind of pairing up here with the red curtains of the door to romance. And see how he's laying on these red leaves, and this is in the past position. So it could be that after healing some kind of an anxiety or some kind of a heartbreak and having anxiety about that, or earth signs, maybe you could even feel anxious about kind of stepping out new on the scene. Okay. Queen of Wands has no problem with that. All right, what is the heart of the reading? What is this reading all about? The Ace of Cups, what I say, new love. So this is a new love, and I just mentioned Queen of Cups, or a renewal of love. And the full moon is here again, the yellow butterfly of transformation underneath the death moth. So after the healing, when you grab the Ace of Swords of Truth, okay, both the Queen and the King of Swords carry the Sword of Truth. Taking a deep dive into this truth, okay, it really does feel like some kind of illusion. What this whole reading is about is what's hidden in the moon. There's transformation here with that butterfly and with that pink lotus. I don't know what kind of bird that is. I wish I did. So these cards, if they had not already come out in last month's moon cycle, then purposely I want to just you read them intuitively here. And this looks like a cup that was broken and repaired with another kind of cup. Okay, that's really interesting. So even though these three cups were broken, the second one, one of those cups, even though it had to have other materials put in there to fix it, it's healing. Okay. So it seems like with this situation, being loyal to what we love, the art of Ace of Cups is literally the card of pouring into our own heart's cup so that what comes out is what is available to give others. There are also more feathers. So again, another bird, and there's feathers in this one with an additional bird as well. 2, 3, 4 birds so far out on the table. That's a lot. Okay, let's see what is in the near future. What kind of truth is this? This King of Swords, this owl, taking time for a deep dive. And I was just going to say illusion, right? With the communication learning a lesson through conflict or for abrasiveness. Those look like poppies to me. And opium, you think about the Wizard of Oz movie, and that has definitely taken you into a deep dive into the subconscious. And we do have the moon here as our theme. Okay. Alrighty, let's see what's the near future energy. That King of Swords, Seven of Cups. So this can be emotional fragmentation. It can also be spoiled for choice. We do see a key, and each of the cups here have a different item in them. One is another crescent moon. So leading up to that would be already the moon of last week. So it does feel like we have that second moon in July here. And there is a white rabbit. And that is, Jupiter energy, luck, abundance, expansion. Like basically, once you see this truth of what's illusion, what's a dream, and what's not, taking time for a deep dive into, the secrets of perhaps even your own moon, examining shadow self because it is a nighttime scene. Japanese cherry blossoms are featured here as well, water energy. There's a fish and another one, a heart and one, a lion and one, a key. And I don't have my old focals to tell what that other one is in the top corner. Interesting energy, but this rabbit is looking out onto all of those cups, like which one will bring me luck this time? After healing, okay, Humpty Dumpty cup, Humpty Dumpty or not, it's a cup that can hold water. So repairing ourselves here after some kind of big loss. And it could be someone was disloyal with that 19 coming up to a 10. Who and what deserves your attention and what doesn't anymore? A tough cycle ending approaches. Okay, let's look at the block in the past, Emperor energy. So in a blocked position, we do have this card on the table. So leadership, especially underneath the Aries energy, that is Aries power card. That leadership energy is available. Okay. And it's interesting that that is a different type of owl. Looks like a horned owl, the great horned owl. It kind of looks like a bobcat, so maybe a little feistier, and certainly with the energy of the ram, right? Butting your head, repeating the same mistakes on that mountain, continuing to keep looking in this empty garbage can. When it's in the block position, yes, it's here and available for you, but the temptation here, what's blocked you in the past from being in this Queen of Wands energy, being confident, being creative, right? This pain was certainly blocking that confidence. Definitely blocks manifestation. It's anxiety and worry are huge blocks of the of our third eye. Another bird. So here 3 out of 4 corners so far. Somebody help me. What's the difference between that owl and this owl with the white face? It has that heart-shaped face. King of Swords. Some kind of truth about maybe what about one of these options. So options are opening up. Once you give yourself self-love, your vibration raises, and therefore you have people dropping off that can't hang in your new vibration, and new people coming in because now it's all new. That energy is new to you, so there's new people that are new to you in addition. The Emperor is he's carrying a sword. Okay, so Emperor energy, the opportunity is to turn that sword and really look at this truth. Okay, now if we're looking at an upside down emperor, that person can be a real a-hole, cold, um, kind of like the fours in shadow that I was talking about. It is the card of the day. Okay, if you're a life path 4, this is your energy. But in when you're upside down here and your energy, you're out of balance. That is not a happy camper. That is not a happy person. This can be somebody in ego, um, Queen of Wands in a reverse energy when they're not in their leadership quality, can be very, um, what's it called? When impetuous, right? Impulsive. The difference between the two is impetuous would be you don't give an F who it hurts because you out for you. Reverse Emperor, Aries and Scorpio energy up here with this loyalty. So this is, somebody was disloyal to somebody because they were an a-hole and it hurt a lot. I mean, Three of Swords again. Sing your own song. That is a card of independence. All these corners so far, the animals are solo. One animal for all the cards here so far on the table. What does Spirit want us to know about Five of Cups, Ace of Cups? Seven of Pentacles. That is cool. So Seven of Pentacles was actually the Astrology Answers card of the day today. Um, it is a spider with its webs, and it is creating, manifesting. It's Seven of Pentacles is not quite yet. The seeds have already been planted for this. So this is nothing new. If this is your reading today, this is not something that's new to you because in the situation, in order to have something to regret and something to die, right? There had to be something living there in the first place. And it required a lot of healing to start being able to give back to yourself again. It feels like this really kind of threw you off course a little bit. There are lightning bugs lighting up the situation. So it's like the glimmering of hope is starting to light up this dark night sky. Really cool. So it is not ready to come to fruition quite yet. That tells me we're still in this energy of pouring back into our own heart's cup right now. And that's okay. Outcome energy, there you go. Six of Swords. So the King of Swords sees this truth, okay? And there we have a little sea turtle. And sea turtles are indicative of also past life connection. There are two turtles. So I did make a note that every card here so far had one animal, and now we finally have two. There's a spider here. And there's a ram down here. So technically that's two, but it's in reverse. And it's like one person hurts another here, but now the door of romance is opening up because Six of Swords is all about trusting your spirit guide to guide you to calmer waters through the rough terrain there. Yeah, there's mountains in the background, and there is a sword kind of leading the way to the sword of truth. So as soon as you're willing to see it, King of Swords, Aquarian energy, opportunities open up of all kinds for you. There's some kind of a key that you can choose here. Okay. There's also that lion energy of loyalty, the moon energy of Cancer right above it. And then right in the middle, that stardust energy of Aquarius. Interesting. I think that's a fish in the other top corner. I just don't know. Oh, and a tree is in this other cup. So tree of life, the root to many things is the connectedness of all many things. Okay, connected to many options, more than just the this or that option, more than that. Let's keep going out here. And I want to see what our outcome energy is. Ace of Swords, there it is. I said he's following that sword of truth as it hurls to the right toward the future. Okay, he's pointing east. That is forward movement. And there's the Ace of Swords of truth coming out. Okay, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Be bold and make the first move. Life is speeding up. That sword is hurling forward. Those rough waters are going to be pushing that turtle right along, but Spirit's got your back, everybody. There's a victory wreath here around the sword of truth. It's something that you knew because there's all those bats there flying in the sky, and bats can also see in the dark. Nighttime scene here on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the stars, 6 cards. Owls come out like almost all the cards except the 5 of Cups. The pain is in the dark. It's in the moon energy. I can't wait to look up what type of those flowers, because flowers, just like animals, have spiritual significance. And if I knew the name of it, I would ask Alexa. But it's something that you already had a niggling about, okay? With that victory wreath. Even though you didn't have the full truth, was not out in the light of day, it was hidden in the moon, that Neptune energy of delusion, illusion. I said that sort of truth is hurling out, and someone's reaching to grab that sort of truth. Where's Spirit taking you? Octopus, Page of Pentacles. So that is all about what have I learned new. Octopuses can fit themselves into any kinds of space, highly intelligent. So the Page of the Pentacles is the highest, as the most learned page. And if you think about kingdoms back in the day, the pages, unlike a lot of people in the kingdom, were educated. Only royalty was, and, but the pages were. So this is learning something new, learning new skills. This is also grabbing an offer. So whatever was in those 7 of Cups, those many different options, then we become confused. We feel fragmented because we feel like it's still an illusion. We got to go in the deep dive. What is it that we want? Whatever this illusion was, I'm telling you, you already knew what this was. So the question for me then will be, what is the payoff? Because humans don't do anything if they're not getting a personal payoff. And that might just be, I'm too scared, right? It's okay. You're definitely grabbing that. You're grabbing at whatever this new thing is. So the first card with a pair, there's 2 turtles. The Lover's energy. Cornering, okay. Book ending. So the Queen of Wands represents Aries, but also Scorpio energy, because Scorpio used to share Pluto. Or excuse me, Scorpio used to share Mars with Aries, and now it has Pluto, the depths, the lovers, past life connection, and hot diggity. Look in that same column here with that owl, frickin' poppies. And there's the moth lit up now, different kind of moth. So interestingly, the only cards I'm familiar with so far from last month's reading, the Moon, Queen of Wands, and the Lovers. So in this card, These two scorpions are coming together for their mating dance. It's at night also. Two halves becoming a whole, joining forces to create that heart. However, if the male scorpion does not perform properly for the female scorpion, she moitas him. Off with your head. King of Swords energy. Ooh, and we do have Pluto, which this is Scorpio's planet. Pluto is in Aquarius right now. And Pluto is the planet of transformation itself. The butterfly images, right? From the chrysalis to the butterfly. The Hanged Man energy, Piscean energy, this opossum here, it's a waiting energy, wait for it, but the truth is coming. So whatever this truth is has helped you see something from a new perspective. What you saw from an upright view, you can see from a whole new view. So that opossum can be looking up into the trees, what was hidden before, as he's hanging upside down, be like, hey, I didn't realize that was up in there. And it's right here under the Ace of Swords. So this bat sonar, again, they can see at night, blind as a bat, but not really if you know where you're going. It's the High Priestess energy. So this enlightenment, this pause for the truth. Yeah, let's see what is gained here. From a page to Pentacles to a flippin' King of Pentacles. Look at you, learning lovers. You go. Wow, you may have, with this opportunity here being King of Swords, outcome King of Pentacles energy. Get your manifestation game back on. Write that Emperor, right side up. And see how also in this Lovers card, the reds and blues, this delineation here of this red and the blue energy. And then down here, we have the red and the blue energy. I don't know where I'm pointing with the camera like that. All right, this is like a come right or don't come right and come right at all, because this is no time for fiddle effing around. That time has come and passed. If you don't come right for this, or if this person, this job, this whatever doesn't come right towards you, wait up. And you is fine. You is beautiful. You is smart. You is kind. You is rich. Another nighttime card with that crescent dang moon. I'm telling you, after this full moon, if it doesn't this isn't come to culmination by, yep, getting an ear beepy. If it doesn't come to culmination by Friday, you got another shot at this with that full moon in Capricorn on 7/21. And another yellow light up moth there. This is connected, they're bookended. So, guys, remember, when you have the love comes first. Then the pentacles just come in from a page to a king. You were the most educated page, and now, like, not very far off from that, you move right into a king, because you learn self-love, which increased your options in love, okay, and abundance and money and everything else. Self-love turns into could be past life soulmate, renewing love, or somebody you've never met before that is indeed a past life soulmate, especially with spirit leading you to them. So, whatever this heartbreak was, I'm sorry. That's really hard, especially if things were hidden in the moon from you. It is really hard to recover when someone betrays your loyalty, your trust, and your love. Uh, you might want to Google betrayal trauma. It's a thing, and it's pretty brutal, especially in personal experience where they lied to you for years, years. You don't just get over that. It kind of ruins your faith in humanity a little bit, and you do just want to curl up in a ball and die. Not literally, but you know what I'm saying. Some people with that dog spirit, that loyalty, right over the Five of Cups. Yeah, they regret it for sure, but it doesn't unbreak the cups. You have to actively repair that. And you don't just go, even though they're different colors, that's okay. But you got to make sure that there's no leaks in the cup, right? That takes a lot of work. That's a rebirth energy. In order to come out whole and all brand new, everything that was hidden in the moon needs to be revealed and transformed, because if you don't know about it, you can't transform pain you don't know about. You can't transform confusion. You can only transform by going, okay, now that I know all of the truth, I have the choice now to accept that or not. And when somebody keeps that choice from you by continuing to lie, you don't, and you are perpetuating the relationship, believing them, you haven't then really ever gotten to have a choice, have you? That's why it's still painful. That's why there's still confusion. You can't heal what you don't know. And with this sonar, fucking know it. You know it. Trust your intuition, especially if you were told that, you know, you're making things up, or you're being paranoid. Are you? This reading doesn't say so. This is a lesson of discernment. Um, you know, 160 to 180 years for Neptune to go from one sign, just that little 12th section to go from one sign to another. For us to experience a lifetime where we have Neptune, the planet of illusion, dreams, and delusion, move into two signs, generations and generations and generations of people will never experience that. 29 degrees is, did you learn the lesson? Did you discern someone's delusion? Did you trust your intuition, even if they told you you were wrong? That is the lesson. Okay, let's see what's happening around the collective. Okay, Five of Wands. So again, this is the environment around you. It is the door to spirit, this lesson, this five, this change, this Five of Cups. The pain is worth it. This spiritual enlightenment is no joke. I'm not in a classroom anymore. This is my classroom now. I didn't ask for this to happen. It is not romantic, and it is not easy, and it is not fun and games. This is our soul's evolution, learning to not allow fear, false evidence appearing real when you know for fuck's sake that it is real. You have actual evidence and you're being told you're wrong. Trust your intuition. Fear pulls you inward, something is up. Intuition opens you and pulls you outward. It doesn't feel wrong. Intuition does not feel wrong. It feels right. It feels like, oh, of course I'm going to go do that. When your sacral chakra is blocked, that's the second chakra up. It blocks your happiness. It blocks your heart. It blocks you filling up your own cup of self-worth. It blocks your voice. It blocks your intuition. And it therefore then poisons all of your just physics. It poisons all of the energy around you, therefore attracting more of that crap. If you've ever cleaned a fishbowl and you have to take the fish out, clean the water, and just do half and half so you don't shock the fish, right? Think about somebody else's fishbowl mixing with your just clean fishbowl. You're doing all the work. Now you're doing the work of two people to keep both of your energies. That's exhausting. That's how you get sick. It's how you get very sick. It's how you lose yourself. I'm here to help you. It's okay. You can learn from me. I'm not ashamed. That's why I'm here. What I say? 5 of Wands, the end of jealousy, strife, and competition. The world is a huge lesson, especially with the Hanged Man. That is spiritual intervention. That is, hey, that is not your effing person. That was to wake your ass up and see if you had enough grit to trust yourself, to get through the hard things and start a whole new life. That aren't easy. It's not. What's on the other side of that cornucopia, the 11? Then the money and the abundance and the loyalty. You're treated like the queen that you are. Male or female, doesn't matter. It just is. You don't even have to work at all for it. You don't have to convince someone. You don't have to have a niggling thought that they are lying to you. If you think they are, they are. If you find one lie, I will guarantee you there's, just like cockroaches and mice, there are 20 more of their friends. That just because you didn't see them when you turned that light on, oh, there's more waiting to scatter, honey. And your ass is out of there. Chariot energy by July. What I say about that second roller coaster? You would much rather jump off the high dive yourself than have someone push you. This ending is here, but it ends in victory. Second victory wreath that we saw here when you pick up your sword. The King of Swords takes leadership. This part's in the past. This pain is in the past. You are right now, if this is you, from this heartbreak, from this, whatever this situation does, that somebody was disloyal, it ended it. 1 and 9 is a 10. That 1 and 0 turns into an ace right here. 7 of Pentacles is just not here yet. It's on its way, but you got to do this part, okay? Let spirit guide you. You've got to look at the truth, no matter how heartbreaking that is. It hurts. Feels like your whole life was a lie. I know. I got you. Guess what's happening with this Five of Wands, though? Look at those tiny little bats. Now, look at this big ass badass bat. High Priestess energy, but it's justice. And that truth has brought in prosperity, balance, justice, and especially when there's a lovers here and a spiritual lesson of the Hanged Man, that's karmic justice. You don't want to be around that person when that comes for them because it's coming. They're going to catch those hands, right? Don't gloat in it because then you're going to catch some hands too. Just get yourself clear. Okay? Told ya. Knight of Cups. We've been seeing that King of Cups for a couple months now hovering in the background. And there it goes again. The energy's getting closer and closer. I just reminded of our today's song. Bob Seger, riding 16 hours. Riding 16 hours. 16 is the tower. Wishing it was through. You're just in the thick of it now, okay? It's coming. Spirit says, just hold on. It's coming. More Japanese cherry blossoms, more of those cups energy there of the rebirth with that lotus. I had a cardinal land right on my back fence, and I've been here since 2015, and that's never happened before. I see him out all the time when I'm walking. But I was letting Lola out in there. There he was. The night's on their way. Spirit is leading you to them. Trust the niggles. Trust those little, that doesn't feel right. It's because it fucking doesn't. Because it's not. Page of Swords. This is, I'm getting Ricky Tikki Tavi vibes. Did you ever watch that when you were little? But that was a mongoose. Isn't this and there's more of those. It must be a swords thing with the opium poppies. Like this cutting through the swords. I get it. Cut through the bullshit. Is that a mongoose, guys? Or is that one of the pets that, what are those? With the mountains in the back? That's saying crescent moon. This is outcome energy. This is environmental, what's around you. The Chariot. Now, at the Page of Swords, I don't love the mountains around the Page of Swords because that could be indicative, especially with the Lovers as the choice card. Yeah. Why don't I just look at the next card? Oh, gee. I said I didn't like it, not to doggone Sag, but that is what are those things called? A wombat, right? A Knight of Wands can be there for a good time, not a long time. Not always. Can also be indicative of fun and passion because Sagittarius, as Sagittarians are very buoyant and positive and light. Never met a boring one in my life. Always fun energy. Dig them a lot. I have a lot of Gemini placements. That's the sister sign. But when we read it here in the bottom left, my seventh position, again, the Emperor upside down, whoever this was that put you in this Three of Swords, it's because they were there for a good time, not a long time. And in the reverse position, that's somebody extremely impulsive and selfish. And there is a bird here trying to rise up from the ashes. I just said Phoenix energy with that Knight of Cups. And they're the ones trying to put stuff back together again. If this is in your energy and your environment, this is again the karmic justice in the recent past. If you're seeing this as another person, part of the entire reading, Knight of Cups. Let's see what Spirit wants us to know. Oh my gosh, there's the High Priestess again. So not again, but the High Priestess card with the bats. You know, you've known this. They know this too. This is ending. So High Priestess can be secrets. It's because the High Priestess knows speaky. And the High Priestess card is card of Pisces and sometimes Cancer because we have the moon energy. And depending on what it's by, the context of that, by a Knight of Wands reversed, and this High Priestess is hanging upside down. This is the end, the 21 card, the end of secrets. 21 plus 2 is 22, 23. That's a 5. Yeah. 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups. Whoever emotionally abandoned this because of this jealousy, strife, and competition, maybe they went to try to have a good time without you. Isn't that sweet? Super sweet. Yeah, someone young enough to be your daughter. Super, yeah, cute, right? Takes a long time to recover from that. Ace of Wands, what I just say. I'm not sharing this stuff to embarrass myself, guys. Ace of Wands is, especially book ending Knight of Wands, they went and tried to swing their bat at another ball. Makes it more fun when they go down in flames and get their, get denied, and then they've ruined for nothing. For what? Fear of missing that chance. How's that working for him now? Queen of Swords, because they just met your Queen of Swords ass. Opportunity is king. Outcome energy over here as this person A is moving to spirit, seeing this truth, getting all the pentacles, the opportunities, getting the spiritual enlightenment, getting the lover that they deserve. They getting served. Their justice, Libra energy, Libra card, Queen of Swords. When the Queen of Swords learns the truth, much like the King of Swords, except the King of Swords, he ain't really that butthurt about it. Queen of Swords, she's a queen. You are dead to this person. Whoever this is, if this is your side, they are dead to you. Stop it. On the other side of the energy, you're suffering, this person A, suffering from the Three of Swords that came from this foolishness, and you damn newt it. They were lying. As lying is coming to an end, the world, you are done learning that spiritual lesson. You have seen the big picture. Wow. Oh, they're getting the picture now, honey. Even though with this Ace of Wands, there's the spider webs. This is your spider webs are coming up pentacles. Aces are only potential. I mean, this is in the forest. He's got 7 webs there. He's saved up for winter. He's good to go. It's literally a matter of time when we're done healing and filling back our cup over here. Offer all the peace lilies you want. Maybe next time, though. Think about what ball they want to try to hit that bat with. And that is not male, female. 9 of Swords. Now they're the one ain't sleeping. Polar bear. Mm. 4 cups. That never quits. On the other side, it never, every time. Did not see, was not like, I don't want to look at these 3 amazing cups, this amazing life, this amazing job, this everything I have going for me. I'm going to look at this cloud and go for the wish. Have at it. Write me when you get there. All right. Well, hasn't this been fun today? Man holding a coin for water signs, fire signs. If you're in anxiety because of this, don't. This is just a lesson. Okay. And if you're fire signs in anxiety because that's the storm coming for you, take your lick. It's also just a lesson. And don't think you'll do it again based on how much that hurts. Earth signs, thank your lucky stars. I mean, you already passed your lesson. Black Moon Lilith, kicking that door open, cleaning house, wherever she is in your chart. God love you. You have 29 degrees Virgo in your 7th house. That door's getting kicked open. And air signs, you have way more possibilities, 7 of Cups, than you even know. You might not even know about that purple door. It's bookending the man holding a coin. I've said before, those flowers behind him in that field, I can't tell what side I'm on here. Those lavender flowers are prairie stars. The star is in the opportunity here, Aquarian energy, King of Swords. Whatever you've wished for, water signs, is coming. Fire signs, you're going to be okay. We don't have a lot of fire energy. As a matter of fact, the only fire energy we have is that you're the one who had this done to you in this side of the coin. If you're a fire sign on this side, they're wands, wands, wands. Knight of Cups in the middle. This is so you can learn to balance out your heart and your head. Not keep secrets about where your bat went bump in the night. Big old city. Kind of looks like Vegas, huh? Just saying. All right, let's get some advice for water signs. Where advice for water signs, please, guys? It is going to be okay. I promise you that. I promise you. And I just got reminded again. Oh, Emperor, because the sister card to the Emperor is death and transformation. Okay. So we had that death moth, but turned into this beautiful, bright, luminescent I forget the actual name of that moth. I have to look it up again. But all these cards are new to me, especially on this side. I've never seen them before. The only ones I've seen before were the moon. Um, Searching for that trash can's empty, guys. It's empty. And that's what was hiding in the moon, that fact from you. There's nothing there to find. Wings, water signs, you never needed those wings to fly. All these birds. Okay, it is an 8. Right now, 43, you're at a 7. Yep. Take off. You're coming in as you come into balance and fill your own heart's cup. Something good in the end is coming in for you. Fire signs. Advice for fire signs. Okay, so I'll give advice for over here of self-healing for fire signs, especially since it seems don't have to be, guys. It's just the archetype. If you feel like someone was a cold a-hole, then the opportunity is for you to take this learning experience, and they're just a mirror that we get held up for ourselves to go, did you learn? Did you learn this? Did you learn this time around? Treat your body like the palace it is. There's a number 4. So again, the sign of the Emperor. I said I want to pull a card for you over here. Sing your own song and look at all the birds, the doves of peace with the music notes all around them. Wow. Okay, fire signs over here. This whole side's about the Knight of Cups, which, like it's my Adam Levine card in the Light Seer deck. That can be just in love with romance and not in love with love. Okay, well, I think the lesson is don't lie. Protest. Start a revolution. You don't have to continue making the same mistakes. Okay. Make a different decision next time. It's a 28. That's a 10. With that loyalty dog is a 10, what I say. You don't have to do that ever again. You do have to heal this, though, and you can't heal it until you're willing to put the big girl, big boy pants on and tell it all. They'll know. Someone resonates as a truth and rings true if you know there's still more that hasn't come out. You know it, you can feel it. All right. I forgot to set my timer, guys. So sorry, this is probably long, isn't it? Can't help it. Earth signs. Where's this door to romance? What is your advice card here? Endings are inevitable. One door closes right underneath that anxiety card with the storm outside. One door closes, another door opens, and look, that's called gray. Can't make it up. Endings are inevitable. Let this happen so that you can get the real one who's there for the real reason. Okay? Thank this person that you got to learn the lesson, and look in the back. There's a sailboat. That is my sign for soulmates here. Right? And on top of that gray cloud, when those clear, this whole new door opens up. Could be a beautiful sign. Could be. That'd be Virgo. That would be Gemini. That would be Sag, or that would be Pisces. Okay, what about for air signs? Advice for air signs. What is this? Adjacent possibilities. Justice is coming. Air signs. There's your sword of truth on that side of her closet. On the other side is the bat. When I say air signs, was the bat gone when you checked the closet last? If so, 27, that's a 9. September may have something to do with it. 24 is a 6, June to September, maybe. 37, this gray card is a 10, so a new start, resetting back to an ace. 10 ends are inevitable. Okay. All right, that's everybody. That's it. That's everybody, and that's all. All right, guys, I hope you got something out of that reading. There is, nothing like going through it, but the good news is you will never have to again because you learn the lesson of discernment. It's all over the place here. Cornucopia, spiritual upgrade. It is not all bad. Life is speeding up. I'll say, you think? King of Pentacles, you getting the money, honey, and you're a fast learner. All right. I love you, mean it. And I will talk to you on the next time. Much love.